What's good, y'all? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening to Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where you know I always keep it real. Let's get right into it, man. I ain't gonna waste no time. I've been late to this because I was in Atlanta. I just got back home to New York. Let's get this running. Big news in Philly. Matt Patricia is basically the de facto DC right now. Dang, Desai. Now you was on the field calling plays. Now you in the booth. All right. Now Matt Patricia, he's the senior defensive assistant. Now he's calling the plays. So basically, Matt Patricia is the defensive coordinator. He is, at least on game days. And I don't think the Eagles like Desai's adjustments. I don't think that they do. So they had to make a change. This defense is bad. It was bad. Was it bad? Is it bad all year? No. But after week 9, they've been bad. Their last and third down defense. Literally anybody is going to convert on third down against the Philadelphia Eagles. Red zone defense is torchable. They can't stop a parked car. Can't stop a brick. Can't stop anybody. That's on Desai. Is some of it due to injuries and, injuries in the linebacking core? Yeah, I'll give you some of that. But if you go 10 straight possessions, giving up 10 straight points, I believe 9 of them were touchdowns. It's like, all right, come on. So a change had to be made. I'm for it. I like it. Now, look, if we had Frank Reich come for Brian Johnson, are we really in that? Well, yeah, I would love that. Because imagine what Frank Reich would do with Jalen Hurts when he took a backup quarterback in Nick Foles and made him a Super Bowl champion. That's offense. I'm talking about defense. I got carried away because, man, oh man, there are some issues on this team right now. Defensively, though, I like this move. But here's what I want to see from Matt Patricia. First thing, he needs to be able to make this front seven get home. The front seven has to get home. This is the biggest problem with the Eagles' defense. It's the fact that the linebacking core is injury-riddled and lacks depth. The secondary, same thing. The defensive line is the only great, part of this defense. If the defensive line isn't getting home to the quarterback is going to feast. Doesn't matter if it's Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, Drew Lock. I don't care. They're going to feast against this Eagles team. So against the Seahawks that we got tonight, yeah, they have, I think Drew Lock is going to be in there. Gino, he's got a groin injury. So it's going to be Drew Lock there. But Drew Lock can still have himself a day if the Eagles don't pressure him. Simple as that. Especially when you don't have Darius Slay because he just got surgery. We're going to pray that he comes back. So ultimately, I think that with this Eagles decision to put Matt Patricia as the de facto coordinator, what it really tells me was they want to do this the whole entire time. And I just don't get. My only thing that I'm really confused about was why did you make Desai the coordinator to begin with if you really wanted Matt Patricia the whole time? You did the whole time. You have a guy, you can say whatever you want about him being a merchant of Bill Belichick, but Matt Patricia has a stacked resume. He does. He has 2 Super Bowls. Sean Desai, you can't compare the two. You just can't compare the two. So it actually boggles my mind that you label Patricia as a senior defensive assistant when he has a better resume than the guy who's the coordinator right now. So, Desai this was bound to happen. This was flat out bound to happen. Now, I already talked about Patricia's job is to get that front seven home to the quarterback. Here's another thing about this move and making Matt Patricia the play caller on defense. He needs to put his ego to the side. The reason why Patricia lost that Lions team when he was head coach for them and he was like a 13-29 and one record, it was flat out abysmal, was because multiple players came out and said, yeah, he tries to act like he's better than us. Because I'm going to be honest, Patricia, nobody cares that you coach Tom Brady. They don't care about that. They don't care that you were on the Patriots. They don't. That was years ago. So you need to have a new mindset. You need to be humble. And you need to be able to reach these guys. Still have confidence. Because what the Eagles are telling people is that Sean Desai isn't that confident. And that, rubs off on the players. They're like, I need my guy to be real confident, right? So I don't want Patricia to be cocky, but you still have to be confident, Still got to be confident and put your ego to the side. That's what I want to see from him. I think that he will do a much better job than Desai, and he should have gotten this position from the start. You got to think. Let's say you are the boss of, let's say you're the VP of some media company, and your assistant won two Emmys, world renowned, but he's or she is assisting you. You always gonna have in the back of your mind, all right, well, if I mess up, I'm new to this job. If I mess up, could this person be getting my spot? And that's exactly what happened with Sean Desai and Matt Patricia. Find out what happened. So I kind of feel bad for Desai because it was never set up for him to win. But that's how the game goes. It's football. It's the NFL. Got to man up. Now with Jalen Hurts, let me say this. He's going to play. Hurts is going to play. Hurts is not going to be out here flying a separate plane from the team, flying across the country to Seattle just to not play. I would be shocked. I literally would be shocked if Hurts doesn't play. Now, in the event that Hurts doesn't play, I actually still have confidence that Marcus Mariota can get the job done. Again, the Seahawks are without Geno Smith as well. But the game isn't going to be won with the quarterback. I don't believe that. Now, granted, if Mariota goes out here and throws several picks and fumbles the ball, then we talking about a different story. But I believe this game is going to be won in the trenches. Like I said, the front seven has to get home. But the offensive line, I am looking forward to the Eagles' offensive line making a statement. Look, we can talk all we want about how the Cowboys got embarrassed by the Bills. Yes, they got bullied. It was very, very amusing to see the Cowboys struggle and get dominated, especially with their run defense that was abysmal. James Cook cooked. But last week, when the Cowboys defense was up for it, at home, they dominated the Eagles offensive line. And frankly, the Eagles offensive line has been dominated for 2 straight weeks. So I need this offensive line to go ahead and have a dominant performance and show people again why they are a top 3, top 5 offensive line in the game. And with that comes DeAndre Swift. I've been saying it every week. I will say it every single week. Give the guy the damn football. Now, Swift in the open field, nobody in the league can tackle him. Not in the open field. But he needs help from his offensive line to create that space for him to cook. Like they did against the Chiefs. Like they did against the Vikings. Right? DeAndre Swift, he's like that. But you gotta let him cook. So regardless if Hurts or Mariota is in the game, I want to see DeAndre Swift get at least 16 touches, really 20, and control time of possession. And I think this Eagles team will get this win. Last thing, too. Am I really looking forward to Devontae and A.J. Brown? I mean, I think it's going to be raining, but I really think that it's going to be a running type of game that the Eagles are really, really built to win. So here's what I'll say. My final prediction, I got the Philadelphia Eagles 24, the Seattle Seahawks 17. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. With that being said, y'all, it is Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where you know I always keep it real. I'm out, y'all.